The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Bengals. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And he's got some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards.
1st down, Jacksonville.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Jaguar 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. But it'll be 2nd and goal. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on what...
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
This one hauled in by Sample, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Brown. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
19 Lions. Squeeze, double. 47's the mic, boy.
Brown now. Throwing again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now Brown on third down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Right there, 54 Mike. You better bring it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in week 2. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going up top. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 69 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Here's a run with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Jaguars nothing.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jacksonville.
Terry McLaurin, 81 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over, look at the tablet, and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Check. 4 down. Watch 13.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brown looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 50 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Brown looking to throw on second down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
That's good.
7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5.
built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate, watch his dirt.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether...
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Bengals 21, Jaguars 13. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Here's Brown. Going to throw again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
Josh
Lambo on for the extra point. And this is now a one-point game.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Jaguars 20. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Watch the slant. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47.
Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said,
Number 29.
I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry. Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. A sensational one-handed grab of the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Back to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. David Njoku, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. To throw on 2nd down. Brown. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Brown. He'll get this to Ward. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Off the play fake, Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the
ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47.
Brown now, throwing again on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Me and you. It's just me and you. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
6, and he'll get it to start the second half. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Now Brown to throw again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Mike's 47.
Back to throw. Brown. That's complete to Ward. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That catch good for only a couple.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolf.
Let's go.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike.
Looking to throw. Brown. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
And his kick here is good. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard
That
line.
play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Army. 47 Mike. 47.
Brown off the play fake. And he's got his man on the out route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
I got you. I got you.
Here's Brown on first down. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Michael Thomas with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
24 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
That's going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead.
Kick is good.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that gives him a 3-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Off play action. Brown. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Michael Thomas.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Brown. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Number 29.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 57 yards.
Goal.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 3 yards out. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 17 yards out, and the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line.
And a Jaguar 1st down.
Here we go. Bronco 80. Check.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
The pass.
A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Situation, let's go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, check.
Now they try the right side here.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Forced out to his left. Now Brown, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
The offense retains possession.
Here we go, D.
From the gun, Brown. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's good.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Operating from the gun, Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. The Jaguars on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this one is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Get ready, get ready.
Cougar 19.
Check 24.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with third and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
That's good.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't 19 Tiger. Check 50.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Down at the 17-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
From the gun, Brown. That is caught at the 7. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Sets him up nicely, first and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Man, I got you. Man.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he stopped immediately there. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jaguars, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.